Thank you for joining me on the Endless Mountain Network, and let's talk about the Mayan calendar in this video because we are in a crucial point. We are what they call the so-called sixth day of the Mayan calendar, and this is a video response to AOE guy who wants to know about signs of the 6 days prophecies coming into play. I will answer your question to the best of my abilities. First off, you were questioning Mr. Ian Lungold, you were questioning everything on it. Thank you. I like to see that because that is huge. When you can question what you see, what you read, what you hear, what you watch, that is so amazing because you just don't agree with what someone says or disagree with what someone says because you want to or your mind tells you to. That is very unhealthy in my opinion, to just quickly believe what somebody says or to disbelieve what somebody says. Instead, analyze what they say, try to put into what you have learned with all your sources and try to come up with your best educated guesses. That's what I do. Okay, so you're questioning Mr. Lungold. I'll tell you where I'm questioning twice on the Mayan calendar. The first place that I'm questioning is, they say there's 9 cycles in this cycle. I say 10. I've got a video on the 10th cycle, which is like an understanding type of cycle, which is after the conscious co-creation, which of course would be the next one. Okay, so the next thing that I disagree with is the 7 days and 6 nights. I do not agree with it because I think they're contradicting themselves. I truly believe they're contradicting themselves. These mathematical geniuses decided that it would be smart to take the total amount of days the cycle had and divide it by 13, and that was just a great mathematical play. Sarcastically speaking, because I have gotten a better, I think that I have a better way of doing it. Like I say, I could be wrong, I could be right, but according to my calculations, according to my mathematical formulas, we are 41.5% through this current cycle, which means we got 58.5% to go. And this whole 6th day is all about flowering. So I guess around the 40 to 44% mark is when we start to understand what's coming on the horizon for the next cycle, apparently. Because the reason why is because the Mayan calendar always talks about how things get 20 times faster. So wouldn't each cycle get that same type of speed quicker? In my humble opinion, the answer would be yes. Now remember, I have no proof whether I am right or whether I am wrong, or Mr. Lungold, or he got the information from this book. Whether Mr. Carl Kalaman is right or wrong, once again, I don't know. So anyway, let's go to the whole point. Are we seeing signs of everything being good? For me, yes. I mean, for me, it's amazing. But once again, I'm one of 7 billion people on this planet and everyone is different. And let's just talk about what the Mayan calendar is saying around this time. This is a flowering period in time. This is where we should really be understanding the next cycle, little steps in what we need to do, and as we're moving on, understanding more truth to who we are, who we want to become, and what we think the world is and what we think the world wants to become. That is pretty much where we're going now. And will things be good? Like I say, it's all a judgment plan, because you might say, well, we're seeing all of these companies laying off people. We're seeing General Motors laying off so many people. Sirius Satellite Radio is going out of business, and so is Best Buy. And I'm just naming a few. And there's just so many of them. Is that a bad thing? Well, sometimes you know after the fact if something was good or bad. So you may see something bad, like all these layoffs. You may just see so much chaos in the street or whatnot. And you could say, is that bad or not? Because sometimes stuff like that is needed in order to correct these big things that have happened for the age of the power and the law age, the 2 ages that were before this one. So we're correcting a lot of the stuff that was made between that point there. So once again, you have to look after the fact if something like that would be good or whether it be bad. Also, you got to say maybe things aren't quite as bad as they could be, meaning we'll just wait and see what happens into the summer and fall, because if things really start to really chaotic in the summer fall, then once again this would show it to be right, because the stock market got hit in October right at the end of the fifth night, and then from there it has really never fallen or went up since then. It's just like in what they call a range mode, meaning it really hasn't went up or down since then. So if it does something like that, once again, I guess maybe you consider that a good thing. And then, like I say, once you see the sixth night come into play later on in the year and you start to see so much stuff fall, once again, that would be signs where it could be good or bad in that sense. Let me just also talk about the age of Aquarius. I heard something, Morning Mayan actually said that the age of Aquarius is officially here. I question it because I question everything. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, because my old theory was, or my old thinking was, I don't know when the age of Aquarius is going to start, but it's going to start soon. However, if the age of Aquarius did start at this time, once again, that would be something huge. That's all we need. As Mr. Lungold says, Einstein coming up with the theory of relativity and Hubble figuring we live in an infinite universe was all the big things that happened in the sixth day of the previous cycle. So, I mean, that could be it there. Also, another YouTuber, Mr. Brad Johnson, I'll put a link to both MORNINGMAYAN and Brad Johnson's account to the left, but he was talking about how all these dark energies have been leaving us and how they're pretty much gone. And I think as far as the Mayan calendar is talking about these so-called power-mongering people that are so-called going to take over this world or just destroy the middle and lower class, may not be able to, because the Mayan calendar talks about how they're losing their power. So we'll see as we move on if that is actually happening or not. If they're losing their power, then once again we could say, yeah, we can make a case for it possibly. But we see signs of the age of Aquarius coming. I mean, the whole signs of the sixth day is understanding your intuition a lot more, understanding the law of attraction more, how to use it, all this type of stuff to go along with this, creating what you want to create as a creator, understanding all that type of stuff. That's really what this year should be all about. So, understanding how the age of love is coming, and to me, that should be what the sixth day truly does symbolize. And I'll do another video on the sixth day when either I have more information on the situation or the period of time frame is almost up on it. So that's my video. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to feel the love, accept the love, and share the love, and have yourself a magnificent day, everyone. Bye-bye.